Just a kid for a while. One day, well, my father had this fabulous library in the back of the house. And when I was about 11, I guess, I found this medical textbook. It had pictures of the male and female anatomy. I thought that was pretty interesting. I used to read that book a lot.
Were you interested in medicine or just in pictures?
No,
Hello, 12, 13.
Changes.
Down below. Time to doubt.
Breaking out.
It's a mess.
Time to go. Too young to take over. Too old to ignore. Not almost ready. But what for? It's a lot. I am not setting up. Hello 12, hello 13, hello.
and from the book, I diagnosed my own appendicitis. Next day, I went to our doctor down the block. Sure enough, acute appendicitis. They rushed me right to the hospital. Well, I figured this book would cover everything the rest of my life. Then, when I was 13, I had my first wet dream. I went right back to the book. Milky discharge, milky discharge, milky discharge, milky discharge, milky discharge. Gonorrhea. Gonorrhea. Before it even started, I was terrified. I couldn't tell my mother that I had gonorrhea. So the book said to drink a lot of water.
Is that all it said?
No, it said to take a penicillin, strepto, something or other, but I couldn't do that unless I told somebody. So all I could do was drink the water, and I drank like 20 glasses a day. For 3 weeks, I almost drowned. Finally, I went to confession, and I told the priest that I had gonorrhea. And he was in shock too. Who have you been with, my son? Nobody? Nobody! Then how can you have gonorrhea? Well, I told the priest about the book's diagnosis for milky discharge, and he set me straight. That's the first time the church ever helped me out. Well, I was
4'10", 4'10". That's the story of my life. I remember when everybody was my size. Boy, was that great. But then everybody started moving up, and there I was, stuck at 4'10", 4'10". But I kept hoping and praying. I used to hang from a parallel bar by the hour, hoping I'd stretch just an inch more. 'Cause I was into dancing then, and I was good, and I wanted so much to grow up to be a prima ballerina. But then I went out for cheerleader, and they told me, no dice, you'll get lost on the football field. The pom-poms are bigger than you are. I spent my whole childhood waiting to grow tits. When am I gonna grow tits?
Secret. My whole life was a secret.
One little fart, and they call me stinky for 3 years.
I'll show you mine. You show me yours. Hey, Daddy, naked. Surprise. Mom and Dad were doing it. But you see, the only thing about me that grew was my desire. I was never gonna be Maria Tall Chief. I was just this peanut on a point. point. That was my whole trip, my size. It still is. God, my last show I was 32, playing a 14-year-old brat.
I thought you said you were born in 1955.
So I got caught. But I don't look it, and I should knock it, because I've always been able to work.